JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, accused charged after 3 men shot in Kingston 11. A man is now facing several charges for his alleged involvement in the shooting of 3 men, one fatally, on Henry Morgan Avenue, Kingston 11 last June. 46-year-old Raymond Gowie of Whitehall, St. Thomas, is to answer in court to the charges of murder, illegal possession of firearm, and 2 counts of wounding with intent. According to the police, the deceased, identified only as Martin, along with 2 men were playing cards along the roadway when they were pounced upon by the accused, who opened gunfire hitting them. The incident happened about 7:05 p.m. on June 13. The police say all 3 men were taken to hospital where Martin was pronounced dead and the other 2 men were admitted in stable condition. On Saturday, February 14, 2021, the accused was apprehended in the St. Thomas Police Division and was subsequently charged following an interview and identification parade. Guns seized in St. Catherine and St. James. The police have seized a Browning pistol with 1 round of ammunition, which was found in a barrel during an operation in 5 West, Greater Portmore in St. Catherine. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. The police said officers were conducting an operation in the area when a premises was searched, and the weapon was found in a barrel. The weapon was found about 7:45 a.m. yesterday. Meanwhile, the St. James Police yesterday seized a firearm and several rounds of ammunition from a group of men in Tenement District, Salt Spring in the parish. 3 men were arrested in connection with the seizure. Their identities, however, are being withheld pending further investigations. The police said about 4:10 p.m., officers were on patrol in the area when they observed a group of men acting in a manner that arose their suspicion. The men were reportedly accosted and the area searched. A Glock 9mm pistol containing 12 rounds of ammunition was found hidden amongst a pile of rocks, the police said. 2 charged in Clarendon home invasion. The police have charged 2 men in relation to a home invasion on Rasta Corner in Freetown, Clarendon. Romario Rowe, 23, otherwise called Bassa, and 24-year-old Omario Mendez, otherwise called Pelo, both unemployed of Freetown in the parish, have been charged with burglary, shooting with intent, and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. According to the Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, about 12:30 a.m. on February 23, 2 men, armed with firearms, kicked open the complainant's door and entered his house. Further reports are that the culprits ordered the complainant to move, after which he reportedly heard an explosion and dropped himself on the floor. The CCU said the men then fled the scene. The incident was reported to the police, who later arrested Rowe and Mendez. Portland woman caught with stolen goods. A woman has been arrested and charged with shop breaking and larceny after she was caught with stolen items from a Portland shop on Wednesday, March 3. She's 44-year-old Tisha Awawi, otherwise called Trisha, of King Street, Port Antonio in the parish. The complainant alleges that he locked up his shop and went to bed, but was woken about 3 a.m. by a friend who lives with him and informed that a man and a woman were seen leaving his shop with a black bag. The complainant reportedly raised an alarm and found out a female was seen in the Johnstown area carrying a black traveling bag with several items in it. The police said checks were made, and the exact items that were taken from the shop were found in the bag. She was then arrested. 8 vendors affected by fire at Ocherius Market. 8 vendors at the Ocherius Market lost all their goods in a fire that destroyed several stores at the facility on Saturday night. The St. Anne Fire Department reported that a call was received shortly before 10 p.m. and that a unit from the Ocherius Fire Station responded immediately. Another unit from the St. Anne's Bay Fire Station assisted in the operation. The blaze was extinguished within an hour. At the scene this morning, a cleanup operation was underway with several vendors assisting workers from the St. Anne Municipal Corporation with the effort. District Officer at the St. Anne Fire Department, Wilton Pettigrew, indicated that the cleanup hampered the department's efforts to ascertain the cause of the fire. Meanwhile, a snack shop vendor said that nothing was saved. I lost everything. I used to sell liquor, snacks, everything. It It was a little snack shop, she reported. She said because of the nightly curfew, she was unable to leave her home to try to save any of her belongings. I couldn't tell what happened because we went in curfew hours. We get the call, but we could have never run out neither because through the police then we have to carefully, understand me? Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Sydney Stewart, who along with several councillors and officers of the municipal corporation visited the scene Sunday morning amid cleanup operations, said that the municipality will be moving urgently to help the vendors get back on their feet. It is really unfortunate what took place last night. 8 people were affected. 8 shops as I understand. So we're offering the 8 people a temporary space in the car park, Stewart said. Jamaican men caught after throwing ganja overboard in Cayman waters. 4 men, Jamaican nationals, have been charged with importing hundreds of pounds of ganja after they were caught allegedly throwing packages overboard in Cayman waters earlier this week. Caymanian police, in a statement yesterday, said officers aboard a police helicopter were on patrol when they observed a boat approaching Grand Cayman shortly after 9 a.m. on March 3. It reported that, as the helicopter approached the vessel, it changed course and increased speed. The helicopter reportedly continued to monitor the vessel and observe the occupants throwing what appeared to be packages from the vessel into the water. The Cayman Islands Coast Guard were able to track down the boat. There were reportedly 4 men on board, aged 28, 37, 40, and 59, all Jamaican nationals. They were arrested on suspicion of being involved in the importation of ganja and other drug-related offences. All 4 were taken into custody in accordance with COVID-19 protocols and have tested negative for the virus. Police say officers were able to locate the discarded packages, which contained approximately 400 pounds of ganja. The Jamaicans have since been charged with ganja possession and being concerned with the importation of ganja. They are expected to appear in court tomorrow. Show calls for CAC to help protect citizens from new SIM swap scam. With the reported emergence of a SIM swap scam in Jamaica, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Aldi Shaw, has called on the Consumer Affairs Commission, CAC, to respond to the needs of persons who may be potential targets of the scammers. Shaw said this will help to have citizens better protect themselves against the emerging SIM scam. Also referred to as SIM splitting, SIM jacking, SIM hijacking, and port-out scamming. The SIM swap scam is a type of fraud that focuses on the moving of someone's phone account from their SIM card to one controlled by the criminals. Instances of this scam occurring in Jamaica were highlighted in the media earlier this month. In light of those cases, Shaw said that the CAC should move to respond to the emerging fraud scheme. I'm also tasking the CAC to control the market and ensure they're responsive to the needs of our consumers. In the same way the government sets the regulatory framework for the growth of the industry, we must also earnestly protect our citizens, the minister implored. Despite the concerns, Shaw claimed that there's a system in place to prevent consumers from being affected by such scams. However, he did not provide details of the mechanism. I'm told that there's a system in place to prevent consumers from being exposed to scams, and I'm eager to learn how these systems have been working, and importantly, how they'll be bolstered in the face of the new and emerging threat, he said. He also called for telecommunication providers to continue to protect customers from the emerging threats. Let me also impress upon our telecoms providers that it behoves them as well to also protect the very people they seek to sell their products to, Shaw stressed. Jamaica hits another record for daily COVID cases. The Kingston and the St. Andrew region continues to lead the island's tally of COVID-19 infections, with 265 new cases in the past 24 hours. This comes as the Ministry of Health and Wellness confirmed a new daily record of 723 new cases of the virus, which has affected a total of 26,026 people in Jamaica to date. Of the new cases, 409 were females and 290 were males with ages ranging from 7 months to 95 years. St. Catherine recorded the second highest number of infections yesterday with 141 cases, followed by Portland 58, St. James 54, Trelawney 45, Hanover 33, St. Anne 31, St. Mary 26, Westmoreland 22, St. Thomas 20, Manchester 18, Clarendon 6, and the St. Elizabeth 4. Kingston and the St. Andrew also accounted for 3 of the 7 COVID-related fatalities yesterday, with the deaths of 2 women, 73 and 85 years old, and a 73-year-old man. The 4 remaining deaths were recorded in St. James, 3 of them women, ages 55, 62, and 61 years, and a 78-year-old man. The country's death toll now stands at 453. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.